Namaste children. Welcome to today's maths class. In the last class we discussed about the introduction of the chapter lines and angles. That is different types of angles we have studied based on their measures and based on the pair of angles like complementary angles, supplementary angles, adjacent angles and a linear pair of angles. Today we are going to discuss about one more type of angles, vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. See, the word opposite means angles are there opposite to each other. Such type of angles are known as vertically opposite angles. See, for example, you take two pens and you keep like this the two pens. You see here the four angles are formed. Four angles are formed by the two pens. So those four angles, if you will find two pairs of opposite angles are there, the two pairs of opposite angles are known as vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Similarly, when two lines are intersected by each other at one point, let these are the two lines, and the two lines are intersected by two lines at one point, then four angles were formed. Four angles were formed. What are the four angles? Let this is 1, 2 and this is 3 and it is 4. Four angles are formed. Now if you observe here, angle 1 and angle 3 both are opposite to each other. Angle 2 and angle 4 are both are opposite to each other. Such angles, that is 1 and 3, 2 and 4 are vertically opposite angles. That is angle 1 comma angle 3 and angle 2 comma angle 4 are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. So here, then what is the relation between these vertically opposite angles? Relation in the sense whether they are equal or not. So if you measure these angles, that is angle 1 and angle 3 using a protractor, we will find their measures are equal. Similarly, if you measure angle 2 and angle 4, their measures also will be equal in measure. That is angle 2 is equals to angle 4 and angle 1 is equals to angle 3. What we can conclude from this? When two lines are intersected each other at one point, the vertically angles formed by these two lines are equal in measure. So vertically opposite angles, that is when two lines are intersected, each other at a point, then the vertically opposite angles formed, then the vertically opposite angles formed are equal in measure. They are equal in measure. That is from this figure. Therefore, what we can write here, angle 1 is equals to angle 3 and angle 2 is equals to angle 4. It means that if angle 1 is equal to 60 degrees means angle 3 is also equals to 60 degrees. If angle 3 is equals to 75 degrees, angle 1 will be equals to 75 degrees. Similarly, angle 4 is equals to 60 degrees means angle 2 will be 60 degrees, or if angle 4 is 120 degrees, angle 2 will be 120 degrees. That is the meaning. That is when two lines are intersected each other at the point of the intersection, then the vertically angles formed vertically opposite to each other, their measures are equal in measure. Now we will prove by using our geometrical theory. See here, when two lines are intersected each other, when two lines L and M lines L and M are intersected at point O, or intersected at point O, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles formed are equal. Vertically angles formed are equal. Vertically opposite angles formed are equal. So that is what we have to prove here. So draw, let's take two lines, angle that is line L and line M, both are intersected point O. Let this is point O, and the four angles are angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. So what we have to prove? To prove that TPT, to prove that what we have to prove? Angle 1 is equals to angle 3 and angle 2 is equals to angle 4. That is angle 1 is equals to angle 3, that is measure of angle 1 is equals to measure of angle 3. Measure of angle 2 is equals to measure of angle 4. How do we prove this? Geometrical proof. I have explained before, by using the protractor we can prove that they are equal by measuring those angles. Now we see here, if you see this line M, line on line M, we have two angles are there. What are the two angles? 1 and 2. These two angles are what? Linear pair of angles. Linear. See, if you observe line M, on line M, this ray is dividing this straight angle into two angles, that is 1 and 2. Angle 1 and angle 2. What we call these two angles, angle 1 and angle 2, these two angles are known as linear pair of angles. So linear pair of angles, their sum is equals to what? 180 degrees. That is angle 1 plus angle 2 is equals to 180 degrees. From this, angle 1 is equals to what? 180 degrees. Transpose plus 2 to RHS will get minus angle 2. Minus angle 2. Let you take this as equation 1. It is an equation 1 or one statement. Now you consider it is line L. Line L, this line, on this line, this ray is dividing the straight angle into two angles, that is angle 2 and angle 3. So on line L, the total angle is equals to 180 degrees. That total angle is divided into two angles, angle 2 and angle 3. So here angle 2 and angle 3, again what they are? Linear pair of angles. That is angle 2 plus angle 3 is equals to 180 degrees. Linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles. And now from here, by transposing angle 2 to RHS, will get minus and 180 degrees minus angle 2. That is angle 3 is equals to 180 degrees minus angle 2. Now this is statement 2 or equation 2. Now observe 1 and 2 here. Angle 1 is equals to what? 180 minus angle 2. And here angle 3 is equals to 180 minus angle 2. That is, we have RHS are equal, but LHS are different. LHS that is angle 1 and angle 3. Here RHS are equal. Therefore, their LHS also will be equal. Therefore, from 1 and 2, what we can say from 1 and 2, angle 1 is equals to angle 3. Angle 1 is equals to angle 3, that is one pair of vertically opposite angles are equal. Similarly, we can prove that angle 2 is equals to angle 4. Angle 2 is equals to angle 4. Like this, we will prove the vertically opposite angles are equal by using the concept of linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles. Here angle 1 and angle 2 are linear pair of angles. Therefore, angle 1 is equals to 180 minus angle 2. Similarly, angle 2 and angle 3 are linear pair of angles. Angle 2 plus angle 3 is 180 degrees. Now angle 3 is equals to 180 minus angle 2. From 1 and 2, the RHS are equal. Therefore, the LHS also will be equal. That is, angle 1 is equals to angle 3. Similarly, we can prove in the similar way, angle 2 is equals to angle 4. Like this, we can prove. So, from this, what we can conclude? When two lines are intersected each other at a point, then the vertically opposite angles are equal in measure. Is it clear, children? Now, the knowledge what we discussed or what we learned so far, with that knowledge, we will try to solve the problems from exercise number 5.1. Third bit. Identify which of the following pairs of angles are complementary and which are supplementary angles. Complementary angles and supplementary angles. Complementary angles means a pair of angles whose sum is 90 degrees. Such angles are known as complementary angles. Supplementary angles means a pair of angles whose sum is 180 degrees. Such pair of angles are known as supplementary angles. First question, 65 degrees, 115 degrees, one pair is given. 63 degrees, 27 degrees, one pair is given. 112 degrees and 68 degrees, one pair is given. We will check out for these problems. So first bit, it is 65 degrees plus 115 degrees. Add both the angles. 65 plus 115 is equals to 180 degrees. So 180 degrees means what we can say, the supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. Now what about this second question? Second question we have 63 degrees plus 27 degrees. 63 plus 27, 60 plus 20, 80, 3 plus 7 it is 10, 80 plus 10 it is 90, 90 degrees. Therefore what type of angles? The complementary angles. Complementary angles. These angles are known as complementary angles. Now the third question, it is we have a pair of angles 112 degrees plus 68 degrees. So by adding these to 112 plus 68 is again 180 degrees. So this pair it is supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. So like this we will identify the given pairs of angles whether they are complementary angles or supplementary angles by adding those two angles, and if the sum is 90 degrees then the angles are complementary angles. If the sum is 180 degrees then the angles are supplementary angles. Is it clear? Now we will discuss exercise number 5.1, the fourth bit. Find the angle which is equal to its complement. Find the angle which is equal to its complement. Complement in the sense complementary angles. Let the angle be, means here the two angles are equal. The two angles are equal. Let the angles be, let the angles be x degrees and x degrees. Both are equal, x degrees and x degrees. And they are complementary angles. Therefore, x degrees plus x degrees is equals to 90 degrees. X plus x it is 2x. 2x degrees is equals to 90 degrees. Then x is equals to what? 90 degrees by 2. Here 2x means 2 into x. We are multiplying with 2. Therefore, when we transpose to the RHS, it divides. Now it is 90 by 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 4s are 8. 9 minus 8 it is 1. Bring 0 10. 2 5s are 10. Therefore, x is equals to what it is? 45 degrees. 45 degrees. Hence, the required angle is equals to required angle is 45 degrees. Required angle is 45 degrees. If the same question, find the angle which is equal to its supplement. Supplementary angle means again that is x plus x is equals to 180 degrees. Supplementary angles it is 180 degrees. Therefore 2x is equals to 180, x is equals to 180 by 2, it is 90 degrees will get. 90 plus 90, 180. For this question the complementary angles are given. 45 degrees plus 45 degrees is equals to 90 degrees. Now we will discuss question number 10. Indicate which pairs of angles are vertically opposite angles and which are linear pair angles from the given figure. You see here the two lines are given, two straight lines. These are the two straight lines, and here we have got four angles were there, but that one angle is divided by this ray into two angles, that is angle 2 and angle 3. Here we have angle 1, angle 5, angle 4, angle 3 and angle 2, that is 1, 2, 5, 5 angles are there. We need to identify which are the vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles, you see the figure, angle 1 and angle 4 are one pair. Angle 1 comma angle 4 is one pair of vertically opposite angles. Did you find any other pair of vertically opposite angles? You see here we have 5 is the angle 5, and this together is one angle will get. What is this together? It is angle 2 plus angle 3. That together it is angle 2 plus angle 3. That is angle 5 comma angle 2 plus angle 3 is one pair of vertically opposite angles. Next, linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles means whose sum is equals to 180 degrees lying on the same line. That is angle 1 and angle 5. Angle 1 comma angle 5 And if you see, angle 4 and angle 5 also are there. Angle 4 and angle 5. That is, we have two pairs of linear pair of angles are there. Angle 4, angle 5 is one pair. Angle 1 and angle 5 is one pair. What are linear pair of angles? A pair of angles whose measure is equals to 180 degrees and they should lie on the same line. That is, a pair of adjacent angles. A pair of adjacent angles whose sum is equals to 180 degrees are known as linear pair of angles. Are you able to understand how to identify the vertically opposite angles and linear pair of angles? Clear, children? Yes, is it clear, children, how to find the complement angle and supplementary angle? Yes. Can we go to the next problem? Can we discuss the next sum? Now we'll discuss question number 9 from exercise number 5.1. In the adjoining figure, one figure is given. In that figure, AB and CD are two lines and they are intersected at one point, and OE is the ray which divides the angle BOC, Let this is O angle. This whole angle is divided into two angles, 2 and 3 by OE. So total 5 angles are there. Now we need to identify the questions. Identify what it is, which are complementary angles, which are supplementary angles, which are linear pair of angles, which are adjacent angles. And based on that, we have 6 questions are there. We will answer these questions. So now before you solving this, here angle 1 and angle 4 both are vertically opposite angles. And angle 5, the sum of angle 2 and angle 3, that is angle BOC. Angle 5, that is angle AOD. This angle is equal to this total angle. That is this total angle in the sense angle 2 plus angle 3, that is BOC, is one pair of vertically opposite angles. Now angle 1 and angle 5 both are linear pair of angles. Angle 5 and angle 4 both are linear pair of angles. So from based on this, we have some questions are there. We will answer those questions. Now the first question, it is what is the first question? Is angle 1 adjacent to angle 2? Angle 1 and angle 2 both are adjacent to each other. What are adjacent angles? A pair of angles with the common vertex. Both the angles, they have the common vertex O and one common arm. OC is the common arm. So therefore angle 1 and angle 2 are what? Adjacent angles. Yes, they are adjacent angles. Next, the second question. Is angle AOC adjacent to angle AOE? AOC, this total angle, that is angle AOC means angle 1, and what is the second angle is angle AOE. This total angle and this angle, are they adjacent to each other? No. Why they are not adjacent to each other? Because they don't have the one common arm is there, but the non-common arms should be on either side of the common arm. Therefore those two are not adjacent angles. Yes, it is no. Then we have the third question. We have here, it is do angle COE and angle EOD. COE means angle 2 and EOD means sum of 3 and 4. This total angle or form a linear pair. Yes, this is angle 2 and this whole angle, that is angle EOD. Yes, they form a linear pair of angles. Next, the fourth question, are angle BOD and angle DOA are supplementary. Supplementary in the sense 180 degrees. Angle BOD means angle 4 plus angle DOA, that is angle 5. Angle 4 and angle 5 both are lying on the same line and their measure is equals to 180 degrees as they are linear pair of angles. Therefore they are supplementary angles. Yes, they are supplementary angles. Now fifth question. Is angle 1 vertically opposite to angle 4? Angle 4. Yes, angle 1 and angle 4, you observe both are formed by the two lines AB and CD. They are vertically opposite angles. Yes, they are vertically opposite angles. Next, what is the vertically opposite angle of angle 5? So for angle phi, which is the vertically opposite angle, this total angle, that is angle 2 plus angle 3, which is nothing but angle BOC. Angle phi means angle AOD and angle BOC. Angle BOC. BOC are what they are? The vertically opposite angles. See, a rough diagram we can draw. Let these are the two angles, two lines AB and CD. This is A and it is B, C and it is D. What is our question? Angle. What is the vertically opposite angle of angle 5? This is their angle 5. Then what is the vertically opposite angle? It is angle BOC. BOC. This is BOC, which is the sum of angle 2 and angle 3. That is angle BOC is the vertically opposite angle of angle 5, or it is the sum of angle 2 and angle 3. So like this we can identify the adjacent angles, linear pair of angles, supplementary angles, vertically opposite angles from the given figure. Is it clear, children? Did you understand how to identify those angles? I hope you understand all those things. We will continue the next one more sum. Now we'll discuss question number 11 from exercise number 5.1. In the following figure, is angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent to each other. Give reasons. Observe the figure. Angle 1 is there at here and angle 2 is there at here. We have to identify whether they are the adjacent angles or not. If they are adjacent angles, what are the reasons? If they are not adjacent angles, what are the reasons? Observe here angle 1 and angle 2. What are adjacent angles? They should have the common vertex and one common arm. Now for angle 1 and angle 2, we have different vertices are there. Vertices are different, no common vertex. But we have a common arm is there, but there is no common vertex. Therefore, can we say they are adjacent angles? No, no, no. Angle 1 and angle 2 are not adjacent angles. Are not adjacent angles. Why they are not adjacent angles? Because, reason also they ask you to write, because there is no common vertex. There is no common vertex. Here there is no common vertex for both the angles. That's why these two angles are not the adjacent angles. Next, question number 12. Find the value of the angles X, Y and Z. X, Y and Z in each of the following. We have two questions are there. This is question number 1. So we have to find the unknown angles X, Y and Z. Here the two lines are intersected at one point and 4 angles are formed. One angle is given, the remaining 3 angles we have to find using the knowledge what we studied. Now observe the figure carefully. What about angle X and angle of 55? Both are opposite to each other. That is, they are vertically opposite angles. They are vertically opposite angles. Hence angle X is equals to how much it is? 55 degrees. What about 55 degrees and Y? They are what type of angles? They are linear pair of angles. That is, angle Y plus angle 55 degrees is equals to 180 degrees. And what about angle Y and angle Z? Again, they are one more pair of vertically opposite angles. It means that if we know angle Y, and we can find angle Z by using the concept of vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Now X is equals to what? Here it is 55 degrees, because both are vertically opposite angles. Write the reason. Vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Now what about this 55 degrees and Y? 55 degrees plus Y is equals to 180 degrees. That is linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles whose sum is equals to 180 degrees. Now angle Y, that is Y is equals to transpose 55 degrees to RHS, we will get minus 55 degrees. So by subtracting these two, how much will get? 180 minus 55. So we are subtracting, go for borrowing. 10 minus 5 it is 5 and 7 will be there. 7 minus 5 it is 2 and it is 1. So how much it is? 125 degrees. Y is equal to how much? 125 degrees. Now what about Z? Angle, that is Y is equals to Z. Why they are? Because vertically opposite angles. Therefore, Z is also equals to 125 degrees. So like this we will find the unknown angles by using the concept of vertically opposite angles, linear pair of angles. Sometimes we use complementary angles, supplementary angles, what we studied so far. With that knowledge we will find the unknown angles. Is it clear, children? Yes? I hope you understand today's concept, and your homework is exercise number 5.1, question number 5, 6, 7 and question number 12 second bit, question number 13 that is fill in the blanks. This fill in the blanks you can write in the textbook itself. And thank you very much. Once again, please complete the given homework in the classwork or in the homework notebook. And thank you once again. Have a good day.